I know, it's super bright.
Did he put in one of his little e-bulbs?
I don't know, he just set it down in the garage. He made me get out of the truck and he goes... Hello!
Hey guys, Mike Stahl here.
I'm Bad Tracy, aka Tiny Ranch. I'm gonna say it until they notice.
Coming at you, this is an update, right?
Yeah.
Coming at you with Blu-ray 4K DVD collection update number 60.
We've been doing this for forever.
Yeah.
2 years.
Hey, can you send me a text?
Sure? No,
Oh.
I cannot. First off, things we've been watching. I have one episode to go of It's Bruno, that new show on Netflix about the dude and his dog. I think it's absolutely hilarious and really well directed. Got Turk Barrett in it.
I've been rewatching the Let's Play Minecraft series.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I got a new phone, it's pink now.
Well, I watched the Rocky series, all 6 of them, and I loved most of them.
Yeah?
Yeah. That one. Yeah, I really like it. We were actually just talking about the Rocky franchise. Like, I literally walked into your room, you asked me a few questions, I just went ham.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Rocky franchise.
Big fan,
so for him to finally get to watch them,
it was
full circle.
Yeah. And if you're curious,
I've never seen them.
my rating, Rocky,
Oh,
Rocky 6, Rocky
Ooh.
2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5.
Why don't you call it Rocky Balboa?
Just easier. I think Rocky 6 is better now.
Why wasn't it called Rocky 7 Creed and then Rocky 7 or Rocky 8
Creed 2.
Hey, should we get into the movies?
Yeah.
There are no DVDs.
No. I figured you could start us off if you wanted.
All right, because I've heard of this movie.
Yeah,
never
I think
seen
you've
it, but I've heard of it.
You haven't seen
Never
this?
seen it.
Oh my god.
Seen parts.
Oh my
Never knew
god.
what it was about till recently. Well, first up on Blu-ray, no slip color. Slip color.
Slip cover.
Slip cover is Billy Madison. Adam Sandler's Billy Madison. It doesn't say sir. It just says Sandler.
Some would say his best movie, but I say nay. Happy Gilmore.
I'd say it's rotten. I bet it probably...
No, I think this one's actually fresh.
Is it? Because most of their movies do.
Most of it is?
It just says rotten. I've never seen it. Gotta get around to it. I was actually waiting for this.
Chris Farley,
yeah, that's what I've seen.
He's
I've
great.
seen all of his stuff. And then in Wayne's World. I've
Yeah,
seen the first Wayne's World, but
I
I've never seen
prefer
the
him
sequel.
in Wayne's World too.
Yeah.
Yeah. His character in Wayne's World 2 is hilarious.
He's just watched that. I can't remember who he is.
Airheads, he's the
Oh,
police. He's the cop.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's also in Coneheads.
Setback. Yeah, I haven't seen it. He's like a really huge role in Coneheads too.
He's
right?
in
'Cause
10
he, like,
movies,
dates,
and I think I've seen all of them.
he dates the daughter or something, right? Like he's huge
Yeah.
in Coneheads.
I think that was one of his
He's kind of serious,
roles.
right?
Coneheads?
Well, no, like
His role?
I remember, like,
no,
his
he's
character.
dating a Conehead.
I know, but I remember his character of what I've seen is kind of like, you know, he's nervous to meet the parents and stuff. I don't
And
know.
I can't remember where they say they're from. Maybe someone who has seen it can let us know. But like,
the city?
no, the Coneheads are aliens.
Yeah, I know.
but they say they're like, oh, we're from this country, and people are like, oh,
Well, Adam
because
Sandler.
their teeth are like shark teeth, and
Adam Sandler gives them an entire
yeah,
thing. Like he gives them their identities. And he's like, "Congrats, you're U.S. citizens."
he's funny in that. I literally just watched this.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was it?
Really good. I'm going to talk about it. Cold Pursuit. I mean, you can hold it if you want. Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson.
I like this.
I do too, actually. I loved this. It was so okay. So it's an action thriller, I guess, about his kid gets murdered.
It's an excellent film. Action fans will embrace.
It's basically like, so his kid gets murdered by a drug dealer, and he goes and kills everybody in this drug cartel, basically.
Yeah.
And it's really bloody and it's violent, but then it's also like very funny in like a really dark, perverted way.
Oh.
Like, not perverted as in like sex stuff, but just like, it's so darkly funny. Like there's this one, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's one gag that I thought was really funny. So Liam Neeson chokes a guy to death, right? And then the guy, he's like, dead. And so Liam Neeson's like, and then the guy like comes back again, and Liam Neeson's like, and has to choke him out again. And I was like, oh, that was really funny. But yeah, it's really funny in a really dark way. And also, some of the CGI looked very, very weird. Like there's a few scenes where it's very clearly that is Liam Neeson walking on a green screen because that is all fake. And then there's like maybe 6 or 7 different shots of this CGI car driving into a CGI city, and it looks so fake. And I'm like, why did they keep showing this? It does not look good. But yeah, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. All right, next up is a movie that I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
There's actually a few scenes in it I really like, but overall I hate this movie and I'll never finish it. But the reason I bought it is because it was super cheap on clearance at half price books, and also the slipcover is super cool. This is Django Unchained from Quentin Tarantino. It's a racist movie and I hate it. It makes me feel bad about everything when I watch this because it's literally all the worst things you can imagine. Oh god, I hate it. If you like it, let me know what you think. I hate it.
Most do like it, right?
But everybody loves it except for me. I can't believe it's a movie. It's so...
Set in the same universe as Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, it is. Why? That is such a weird... You know what? That's a movie I don't really like either.
No?
A Million Ways to Die in the West. I've seen the movie. It's kind of like Your Highness for me. Where I've seen it a bunch of times, and I'm like, I just can't like this.
Oh.
But I like that a lot more than I like this. But yeah.
You like Your Highness more than this? Or Million Ways to Die in the West more than this?
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Your Highness sucks.
Not the steelbook. The slipcover of this is really cool. I really, really like the side art here. It just looks super cool. Like, where are they gonna go? Oh my god! I go by Disconnect. Disconnect is a good movie. It's sad though.
The next one.
I gotta get around to watching the director's cut. Cause I really like the director.
Does it have actual accuracy?
You said that when we bought it on Tuesday Blues Day. Yeah.
Who's the director?
Stephen Merchant.
Oh,
He wrote and directed it.
Without doing research. The next one is
Okay,
Pages
you know
Fighting
what?
with My Family. It's fake. Nothing in it. Like there's
nothing.
so much that's just.
There's so many inaccuracies, but you do that for movies.
It's
You
a
can't tell the
it's
whole
a good
story.
movie, but I can never watch it again as a wrestling fan.
Why can you never watch it?
Because she's not. Okay, one, her hair is not naturally black. She dyed it to be God, and so her becoming.
Her hair is black, isn't it?
I think it's brunette.
No, I'm pretty sure it's black.
Well, then she grew up brunette though.
Okay.
Like I know she changed her hair pretty early on, like her first, like so the whole.
Who cares?
She can't be
That's a minor
hair,
thing.
and she's bronze, and that never happened. They skimp over her entire NXT time, so it's like she never did anything.
I'll say this:
her first.
if Bohemian Rhapsody was as good as this movie, I could ignore all the historical inaccuracies in that. This movie was so good that I was like, there's some things in it that aren't.
This is a story I care about and know.
I know the
Bohemian
story.
Rhapsody
I know
is
the
what
story
I
of Queen.
Yeah,
and
but,
you watch that movie and you're like, this is
yeah, but
fake,
if you're a casual,
and it's not very good.
And Rocket Man
it's fine.
currently holds the 90%.
Oh, I'm excited for that. Yeah, a lot of people on the reviews are like, this blows Bohemian Rhapsody out of the water.
My coworker's like obsessed with Queen. She's like, no way it's gonna be better. I'm like, but it is.
Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't that good.
Yeah, and she's like,
Like, it was fine.
She's like,
I think
Brian May helped make it. Like Brian and the other guy, they helped make it. So they had it has to be real. I was like, no, but it's not.
I've told you where they had so much input where they were like, oh, we have to have as much screen time as Freddie Mercury. So there's like a few scenes where there's like
just cuts
106 cuts. It's ridiculous. I thought The Dirt was as good as Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, this has nothing to do with this movie. It's good. Watch it, but if you're a wrestling fan, don't.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think this is
I'll never watch it again, but I know how good it is. That's what disappoints me.
With the J card weirdly not attached.
The next movie is Forrest Gump. Bad hates this movie.
I don't hate it. It's a good movie. I'll never watch it again because I hate Jenny.
But I'm
She's the
upset.
worst. A thing about Rocky, Paulie's the worst character ever. Jenny's like Paulie. She's a Paulie. She's just an asshole.
So with Forrest Gump,
beautiful steal on this.
We discovered one time that you actually haven't seen that many Tom Hanks movies. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah.
Like, you've only seen a few.
I've seen
strange.
a handful.
You haven't seen Splash.
God, get out. You know who directed that?
No.
Ron Howard.
It's a good
also,
movie.
you know how many movies Ron Howard's directed?
17.
Like 48.
Really?
Like, he's directed basically a movie every year since 1970. It's insane.
Splash
Like, go to his filmography sometime.
Okay, well, Splash is a good movie.
When we end this one, you can look
No,
it up.
I'm going to sleep after we end this one. So here's Forrest Gump, here's the spine. Yeah.
Just open it up.
It's
There's
that.
nothing on the inside, but this steel is beautiful, I think. There's nothing on the inside.
Oh. You said open it up.
Yeah, to show the whole...
Oh. Forrest
You
Gump.
met so many
Steelbook.
presidents.
And he killed them all. Everyone he met got assassinated. No one just died. Everyone he met had a horrible death. No one
got shot in the butt.
He got shot in the butt. Bubba Gump blown up or whatever. Lieutenant Dan loses his legs. His mom dies.
But he saved him.
I know.
Lieutenant Dan literally would have died.
Yeah, because he tried to have him stay back.
Yeah. And also, I just want to say, he ran cross country for like 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they talk about it.
Did he just poop while running?
No, he talks
eat?
about his stops. He talks about how he has to have a sleep every night. It shows there's a montage of him in like different states sleeping. He wakes up and puts on his shoes again.
Okay.
He also invented the smiley face.
Yeah.
But
all kinds of crazy
literally
shit.
everyone.
His mom was a whore.
Yeah. Jenny dies of AIDS.
She deserved it.
Okay.
100%
okay,
deserved
let me
it.
finish up.
Okay.
His mom dies of like the worst form of cancer possible, like stage 4 just awfulness. JFK.
Her being a whore, I want to say.
No, because she's a really.
She does it
to him
for him.
Yeah.
But still,
she's not a whore. She sleeps with his principal.
You got to think
one
she's done it
scene.
more than once. And
maybe
also,
this is the doctor.
Jenny's just a whore.
I know. Okay, let's move on. JFK gets assassinated. John Lennon gets assassinated.
Yeah.
Lyndon B. Johnson probably died weird. I think he meets him in that, right? He's also a ping pong gold medalist, and he wins he wins collegiate football games.
Yes.
Like he's an NCAA football star,
And he makes the best shrimp in the world.
Every
he's
single
like the greatest guy.
And every single time he's on TV, newcomer Forrest Gump.
He's a real Mary Sue. Do you like this movie more than I do?
I don't know. We're probably tied. I'm not a big fan. Okay. It's so long.
It's very... How long is it? It's 141 minutes. Jesus.
Can I say Haley Joel Osment steals the show in this movie?
He's in it?
He's the Forrest Gump Jr. at the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
From a good movie to a bad movie. This is a movie that I've seen about 100 times.
I remember everyone liking this.
Nobody likes this.
Growing up,
it's just,
I remember you and Dad.
It's always on TV.
I remember you and Dad talking about how good this was. That's why I never wanted it remade, because I was like, everyone likes the original. Why are they touching it? And then all of a sudden, this movie sucks, and it's like, no, I'm still by it. Never seen it all the way through, but it's good.
The reason that people don't like it, it's fine.
Because
I think
not
it's a
Godzilla.
fun movie. Yeah.
Who cares? Give the directors whatever they want to do.
But the character's so off.
Okay, what about Last Jedi? It's gone now. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I rolled it up.
Oh, Last Jedi, you're the one guy that's like, oh, they did something different, and you can't stand behind it for Godzilla? They did something different.
Yeah, because it's not that character, though. I'm fine with this movie. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I remember everyone liking it.
It's really dumb. It's so dumb. And a lot of it doesn't make sense. And also, Godzilla's a protector of people.
We never mentioned
1998.
With the brain stew. Weird brain stew dinosaur noises.
Also, has the coolest back to a slipcover ever. Like, the colors on this really pop. Okay, it's just like, it's weird because he's scaled weirdly in the movie. She changes sizes. People, like, get angry on the internet about this. Like, Godzilla has to be a man! But technically,
Godzilla's always been female.
No, technically, people flip out about it. Because, he's king of the monsters, can't be a girl. Yeah, people, I'm trying to hand you this.
Oh, you're just, like, awkwardly showing me the...
I was, like, literally trying to hand it to you for, like, 2 minutes. Anyway, his scale change, like, his size changes from scene to scene, and, like, he's supposed to be a protector of humans, but in this, he's just kind of stomping over buildings, and he fights missiles, and then there's all the eggs, and Matthew Broderick, and Bernsen has Godzilla, the animated series. He sent it to me on Instagram, and he can back me up that it imprints on Matthew Broderick, and Matthew Broderick is Godzilla's mom in the show. And he, like, gets it to fight crime.
Is the Chihuahua canon?
In the movie?
Did that happen in the movie? Like,
I don't think so.
You sure?
I don't think
Because that could have been a really easy...
Yeah, and
like, yeah, it's there.
That's such a Roland Emmerich thing to do.
Talking Chihuahua.
Taco Bell goes, here's $1 million
to
put our dog in your movie.
Like, it's not... I don't mean it's in the movie, but is that, like... Is
that canon?
Yeah, is that canon?
I mean, it could be.
Did that... Exactly.
And
if we're the ones that's deciding it's canon,
there's maybe 100 shots of Godzilla walking around a corner.
There's got to be one of him
where you just see a tail or whatever.
There's got to be one of him turning. A Chihuahua looks up. I'm gonna need a bigger box. We're saying it's canon because who's gonna fight us on it?
I think I need a bigger box.
Either we can only make the movie worse, I guess.
So last week, Kerslake said The Fifth Element was one of the first Blu-rays or the first Blu-ray he ever bought. And I commented back saying, I have a first-time Blu-ray story this week. You can show what it is.
We got Gran Torino. I don't know if it's just a new edition. What's this
It's literally
series
just
called?
a slipcover.
There's just like quotes on it.
Oh, it's called The Iconic Moments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Iconic Moments, Get Off My Lawn.
Yeah, so I bought it because I wanted the slipcover.
Yeah.
Gran Torino is the first Blu-ray I ever bought. And so it's kind of weird getting rid of this edition.
Well, we're just moving it up.
Or at least this copy. Yeah, that's my first time Blu-ray story, I guess.
We showed it off.
Great movie. You haven't seen it.
I always thought it was a part of the Bond series because all the Bond movies have weird names. And I was just like, Gran Torino, it's one of those. And then people would
Clint
be
Eastwood
like,
could have been Bond if he was British.
people were like, yeah, I went from. So I came.
What do you think Henry Cavill as James Bond?
Everyone wants Richard Madden now.
I still want Idris Elba, even though he's a little bit older.
I have the perfect Bond.
Oh.
Let me tell you about it first.
Or do a lady Bond.
Do you know who Richard Madden is?
Jamie Bond.
Do you know who Richard Madden is?
No, I don't know who that is.
He was the bad guy in Bohemian Rhapsody, and then I guess he's one of Elton John's best friends in Rocket Man.
Bad guy in
He's
Bohemian Rhapsody?
one of like the producers that screws him over.
Okay.
Peter Pinkler or something like that. I
do
don't know.
not remember.
Here's my pitch. This is Bond 25. That's what they're calling it, right?
Yeah.
Let's just kill Bond. Then we don't have to all fight over who's gonna. Oh, we need a black or a female. Let's just kill Bond. We don't need the character
kill
anymore.
Bond.
Why not?
Because
Why
one,
do we need to see
it's a
these
stable,
stupid spy movies?
and also they have a history of swapping the actor out. So it's
I know, but
it's
let's just kill them.
Why would you?
We've
kill him?
had 25 movies of the same character. Let's
You
just
haven't
end
even
it.
seen any of them.
That's not true. I've seen the one weird one. I don't know what it's called. I think it's one of who's the drunk guy. Who's the drunk one that just wants to rape women? Sean Connery. I think it's one of his. No, it's not one of his because the only movie I've seen with him is Highlander. Anyways, it's one. It's like 2002, and it's really bad CGI. It's in Australia, and he's on the jet ski. Pierce Brosnan. I've seen that one. We watched it in physics.
I've seen the only one I've seen is Casino Royale, the second one, not the 60s or 70s one. The first with Daniel Craig, and it's amazing, like truly amazing. Like, there's a scene in it where he gets tortured, and the guy's just like slapping his balls while he's like tied to a chair, and it's crazy.
Now the whole world's gonna know that you died scratching my balls.
Let's just kill Bond.
No! I want a Lady Bond. Why? You just don't like any franchise or anything.
What a big shock it would be, though. Finally, we don't have to settle with this.
Because people like
dude.
Bond.
He's just an old spy, though. It doesn't matter. He can't honestly still be that cool after 25.
It's
2
a different.
hours. I
It's
know.
not canon. All right, let's stop talking about Bond. We don't know anything. Just keep rambling. This is gonna be the longest video ever. All right, next up,
We'll go quick.
Happy Death Day to You. Watch this one tonight. Didn't see it in theaters, but I was a big fan of the first, and I loved this one. I think these are some of my favorite slasher films now. This one, I don't want to spoil it, but
how's the plot
of this one?
Yeah.
Great.
How are the killings?
There's not many,
Oh.
but pretty good.
You have no idea what I was going for. Though. You did not. You flew right over your head.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get it now. Pulp Fiction. So the first is like a dark comedy slasher film. This
How's the first plot?
Great.
How are the killings in that?
Great. This one, it's basically like a sci-fi Back to the Future movie that also just has a handful of killings.
Same girl.
Yeah, same cast and everything. Same director, same writer. It's written and directed by the same guy. But yeah, like look at it's like sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's a real sci-fi movie. And
It looked
it's
funny.
Super great. Yeah. This one I guess didn't. Blumhouse was saying that it didn't do as well financially as they would have hoped. So maybe a third one's not going to happen. But he said it's not impossible. I really hope they finish it out with a third because I would love to see
it.
Happy Death Day 3 you. And I actually the beginning of this movie, I actually liked it more than the beginning of the first. I mean, it's very much the same as the first, but it's with a different character and different perspective, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Next one is a movie I thought we owned already. We do on DVD, but I guess
We had it on VHS back in the day. We never had it on DVD.
I guess where we just had it on DVD. Has it just been sitting on our shelf for like ever?
Yeah.
Because how long has it been?
2 weeks.
I swear I've been seeing this for. Maybe it's just like run into it. Maybe it's at stores a lot or something. It's Heavyweight with Ben Stiller. Don't really know what this movie is about.
You really? It's the Disney movie about fat kids at summer camp.
Okay.
It's fat kids at fat camp. and they're sneaking treats. Like, that's literally the plot of the
hilarious,
movie.
filled with non-stop laughs.
Ben Stiller's the trainer, and he's trying to get all these kids to be skinny, and they're like sneaking Oreos out of tree stumps, and
Judd Apatow
yeah, he wrote it, produced it. Mm-hmm. I think it was one of his first movies.
He's credited for Bridesmaids.
Yeah,
because it's just
when does the Blu-ray come out? 2012.
Yeah. Next one up.
Upgrade.
Hellboy 2 Golden Army 4K.
You know what's
I
weird?
have to rewatch this one. I don't remember it as well.
What's weird? This one I like more because it has a sand guy played by Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Klaus, I think his name is
Yep.
Klaus. What I really like, or what I think is weird about this, is that the first Hellboy was going to get the 4K release like in April, around the time that Hellboy came out, and then they delayed it, and then Hellboy 2 came out in 4K, but Hellboy's still not on in 4K.
I don't know if it's still in theaters, but go see Hellboy.
No,
because I'm the guy recommending it.
It's definitely not in
people.
theaters. It's definitely out of theaters because it made no money, and you know why it made no money? Because it was bad.
Next up,
a great movie
is one of the.
This is a rotten movie we love.
Is it rotten?
Yeah, all those movies are.
I was just gonna say, I think it's one of the most underrated, probably greatest comedies of all time. I love this movie. No,
it's the reason it's rotten is because it's just a car show.
Sure, but I love this movie.
It's so funny.
This ranks so high on my list of movies.
Tom Arnold is hilarious.
You're shooting the house.
Goddamn air.
It's Hit and Run by Dax Shepard with Dax Shepard. Kristen Bell's billed first though.
Yeah,
that's it. Kristen Chenoweth is in it. Tom Arnold.
Michael Rosenbaum. I also really like him.
He's great in this. Bradley Cooper
right?
breaks his. Who breaks? Yeah, I don't remember. Who breaks the nose? It's on the door. Oh no, Michael Rosenbaum punches Dax Shepard in the nose and breaks his nose. There's blood everywhere. They're in the trunk, and then he climbs. No,
he punches Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper has the thing on his nose.
That's right.
Yeah, and there's also the.
Is it him or Michael Rosenbaum that punches in that? Because I remember
it's him. It's him.
Okay.
And there's also that scene where he talks about getting raped in jail, and they all make fun of him for it or whatever.
Great movie. Go watch it and run.
I really like
Netflix.
This one.
Maybe I've seen it a couple times.
I don't know.
On different. I Redboxed it. I think.
Yeah, Redbox was the first time I saw it.
Yeah. So we watched it with Dad, and then I think I've just watched it multiple times with Dad.
I'm not a big
because
car
as
guy.
you know, Dad's favorite actor is Tom Arnold.
I'm not a big car guy.
Yeah.
I like car movies.
This movie
I've noticed this. I don't like sports. I like sport movies. I like cars. I like car movies.
You like car movies? This one takes place in sand as well.
It's
There's a lot
sand,
of sand.
yeah.
It's like
I
New
love
Mexico
sand
and
movies.
stuff. This is your ideal comedy.
Yeah.
Step Aside,
You know why?
Step Brothers.
Because he does a lot of the
he does.
driving. What's weird
Dukes
is
of Hazzard.
he made this movie because he loves cars.
Yeah.
And then he made Chips because he wanted to do motorcycles.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to do a boat movie next?
Well, he did Without a Paddle.
Oh, yeah. He's going to do airplanes next.
Helicopters first.
Yeah.
Did you see?
That's what John Travolta's been doing.
Really?
He did that fucking... Yeah, I think it's called Speed Kills, maybe.
Yeah.
It looks awful. It's that one where it's like the cover's like... It's his face on the cover and it's like a boat. And then this year he did Trading Paint, which is like a racing movie. But it's literally the same cover, almost just like a NASCAR. It's weird.
Maybe it's the same universe.
I kind of want to see Trading Paint, because the cover art, it looks kind of cool. But I hate John Travolta. He's an awful
You said John Travolta.
Yeah.
Okay. I will definitely not see this movie.
Yeah.
I was thinking Johnny Knoxville.
No.
So I was like, yeah, he can do whatever he
Travolta.
wants. It'll probably be funny. That's
Yeah,
why I was like,
no.
I have not seen these. Okay, that's okay. Next up is another Steelbook. Lego Movie, the second part. Steelbook with what's her name? Captain Awesome? It's Stephanie Beatrice.
You can show the back of the car?
Everything is awesome, sing along. Even though that song's not really in it.
He was in it a little bit.
A little bit. Here's the back of the steel car.
Oh.
So we got Wild Style is on the purple disc here, and Emmett is kind of on the blue one, and we got her flying through. Actually, that's probably cool. She's got a gun.
Wow.
All decked out.
That sounded awful.
That was a noise. So yeah, Lego Movie 2, the second part. We saw this in theaters. Not as good as the first.
I liked it, though. I thoroughly liked it. No, it wasn't as good as the first.
Because
I didn't like the kids stuff.
Yeah, because after the
IRL
first one,
stuff.
knowing it's a real, like, just kids playing,
Yeah.
it took way too
I don't know.
much.
I liked that.
I liked it in the first one, but I feel like we obviously know whatever happens in this one's just kids playing now, and it's just like.
What do you think? It was real?
It could. They could
also,
I know, but
the second one, I didn't really like the Duplo stuff.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I just didn't like how the Legos. They were played with kids, but they had a mind of their own. Like all the washing machine stuff. Like that was so weird. Like how could that happen?
I liked it.
And then the two.
I really liked this one.
No spoilers, but there's washing machine stuff.
Next up, Upgrade. Okay, this I think has the greatest movie ending to a movie ever. Major League, the Wild Thing scene. You make my heart sing. And Tom Berenger, he calls his shot and he bunts it, and they win. And, oh my god!
Who plays the dick in this?
Corbin Bernsen, which he's third build.
Wait,
you can. I guarantee you can name 2 movies with Charlie Sheen, right?
Yes.
You can name 2 things Tom Berenger's in.
I don't know who Tom Berenger is. I have no idea who that is.
He's in Major League.
Yeah.
He's in October
2?
Road. I think he's in Major League too. He's in no. He's in October Road. He's in American Dresser, that movie that Dad has upstairs.
That's that one? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Name 2 things with Corbin Bernsen.
He looks like Peter Weller.
I do not know who he is. Yeah, I love
Peter
this movie. It's
Weller?
one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies of all time. Upgrade.
Upgrade. Miss March Unrated Edition, the fully exposed edition. This is not actually.
Yeah, we're not going to show it because I don't want to get demonetized, even though we don't make money.
We showed Hard Bodies.
It's a weird
Well,
cover.
anyways, we're keeping this slip. This came from the DVD. It's just this. I don't think it's that bad.
It's just weird, I guess.
Here's the back. It's a movie about Playboy, so like, okay.
I think it's hilarious.
Oh no, they're the firefighters.
Oh no, they're the firefighters.
It's a really
Stupid
funny
firemen
movie.
Can't turn their trucks around.
Stupid firemen can't turn their trucks around.
Gee, I stabbed her in the face with a fork.
I didn't know what to do, so I panicked and I grabbed the fork off the counter. And I stabbed her in the face. Oh my god! I know!
Remember how he makes fun of her epilepsy the entire time, even as they're kids and stuff?
Written and directed by Zach Krager and Trevor Moore. These 2 from The Whitest Kids You Know.
What's his name's Horstick now?
Horstick.mpeg.
No, remember that.
.mpeg.
Horstick.mpeg.
Hilarious. If you're a fan of The Whitest Kids You Know at all, you would like this movie. That's how we found out about it. I saw that in theaters.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good movie.
Super good. I don't like the lesbian stuff. Is kind of
I think that's hilarious.
I like the car stuff.
They're just driving, looking in the rear view like, 2 lesbians in the backseat.
Upgrade. We had this one on DVD. I never got around to watching it. I still haven't watched it, but I will eventually because I read the book. This is one of few things I've read the book.
Didn't I read a book
And
from
I
last
really
week's episode?
I don't know. I really like the book. This is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I say I really like the book. I read it when I was in high school and I was an angsty teenager. And the book is all about being an angsty teenager. So I'm sure if I read it now, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But it's Perks of Being a Wallflower. Logan Lerman, who I think you like. Emma Watson, who I like. And Ezra Miller, who I'm a big fan of. Because he's a black hole of snacks. It's like a snack hole.
So I am just a black hole of snacks. I am a snack hole.
Is that going to be put in there?
Maybe.
How often is... What's our most used clip? Highlander?
I only used that twice. I don't know.
You've used that a couple times, I think.
The snack hole one? Yeah, I have used that a couple times. I don't know.
Did you do the full, I'm not finished?
Yes.
I think Christian Bale has probably been used a couple times.
Yep, that has. My favorite part of that is me and Ross were talking about it. La-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I also like towards the end when he goes, "Good for you! Good for you!" And just the fact that he stays in his American accent the entire time, he's just screaming. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Perks of Being a Wallflower. I don't have much to say because I haven't seen the movie yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I just said that.
What? I thought you were like the biggest fan. We've had
Of
the
this?
DVD for years.
I just said I haven't got around to
I
it.
thought that's why you liked
No, I like the book.
Why do you like Ezra Miller then?
Because he's a great actor.
You used to tell me all the time, you're like, oh man, his performance in First World Warfare, he's totally going to pull off Barry Allen. I thought you've seen this.
I've never seen this.
Next up is RoboCop, the 2014 edition.
Yeah, remake.
Never saw it. All the way
PG-13,
through.
right?
Yes.
Why? I've never seen this yet.
And he dies. Have you seen his death scene?
In the original?
Yeah. Have you seen it in this?
No.
Stupid.
You told me it's a car bomb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. You don't see anything.
In the original, he gets fucking shot up. Like, I might put that clip in. You know the part where his hand gets shot off?
Yeah, because she's bawling her eyes out. She's like, yeah. I don't.
Fucking brutal.
Does he have a kid in the first one, in the original?
I don't know. The first is
I
the
think
only
so,
good
yeah,
one.
because he does the scan and house scene and she's confused. It's a good movie. But yeah, this one.
Have you ever seen any of RoboCop Prime Directives?
Maybe.
They're the TV movies.
Yeah.
They're awful. Bella's being weird in the background.
Kirkwood Smith in the originals are great.
RoboCop 2 I kind of like. RoboCop
like
3 is
No,
awful.
I didn't even pass 2. I don't even know if I finished 3.
3 is
Maybe
so
I finished
fucking
3.
bad.
I might
And you
have
know
watched
what?
4.
It's directed by Frank Miller. The third. Awful. Awful. Next up, this is a movie from director extraordinaire Richard Linklater, who I've been talking about a lot recently. And I've been trying to watch more of his filmography, so I've been buying more of his movies, and I watched this and I bloody loved it. I think this is my new favorite Richard Linklater movie. I think.
Can you speed it up, though?
I really like Bernie. I really like School of Rock.
I hate Bernie.
I really like Dazed and Confused. This is probably my favorite, though. This is A Scanner Darkly. It's a rotoscope animation movie with Robert Downey Jr., Keanu Reeves, Woody Harrelson, Winona Ryder, and Rory Cochrane. And this is probably one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. I don't even know how to describe it. I was telling Dad about it a little bit. Like, Keanu Reeves, but they basically all play these, like, druggy friends that live in a house together, and they do this drug where they see, like, bugs on their skin and stuff. And Keanu Reeves also is, like, an undercover cop who's, like, a surveillance intelligence person, but he's also not really, because he's just a druggie, but then, like, he does this, like, undercover thing, and then they all think that they're being bugged, their house is being bugged, and they're being watched, and it turns out they really are being watched. It's Keanu Reeves who's watching themselves do drugs. It's so weird. But you should check this out if you've never seen it, because it's really good, but really weird. I call this next stack Upgrade Row, because it's a bunch of upgrades. This is another upgrade. We had this on DVD. I first saw this on Netflix, and it's really good. This is Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. A really long title. Keira Knightley, Steve Carell, and it's basically the world is ending. They're both two lonely, sad people who just happen to meet each other while, like, driving back. Like, I think she wants to get to her parents, and he just wants to... Maybe they're both trying to get back to their families or something, but, like, the world's ending, and they know it is. It's like an asteroid's coming to Earth or whatever. But yeah, it's a really sad indie movie. You would like it, because it's a sad indie movie. But it's very weird, and, like...
I like indies. I remember all the
I like
trailers
movies
for it.
like this where it's like...
Isn't it very similar to Date Night that he did? Because isn't Date Night, doesn't the world, like...
No, Date Night's
shit after
pretty
they
much
get
straight up
together?
comedy.
How do they get together and ruin everything?
No, this is basically just like...
You know, it's
Just
just
two
a
people.
sad movie.
Oh, and the person who... It's written and directed by Lorraine Scafaria. You probably don't know the name, but she was she wrote the screenplay for Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Movie.
It's great.
Rewatch it. You know what's a sad movie, Steve Carell? Dan in
Last
Real
Flight
Life.
Flying.
Dan,
Another Richard Linklater movie.
Dan in Real Life.
Yeah, it is.
Next up
Upgrade.
is SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. I was thinking about this movie
I hate
today
the title
without
of this
knowing we
movie.
had it.
I
was
hate the
thinking about
title
it
of
today.
this.
Because what doesn't make sense is in all of the show and even the first movie, I think,
Yeah.
they come out of water and they show them as just like the little
Yeah.
puppets or whatever. Why would they look like this?
Yeah.
That's
Also,
my
this
grievance.
movie's not very good.
No, I remember watching it with you.
The first
'Cause
movie,
the bad guy becomes human. or whatever.
amazing. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie is truly amazing. We saw that in theaters as kids.
Yeah.
It is so good. This one, not very good. Upgrade. We had this on DVD. It's not very good. It's fine. Stranger Than
How
Fiction
did you like it a lot?
with Will Ferrell. No, it's just fine. It's kind of like a dramedy where he's gonna kill himself because like she's writing a book and he's the main character of the book. And I don't know. I don't really love it, but it's fine. Yeah. Next up, this is Take Me Home Tonight. I don't wanna let you go. What I said in my Stardust was, Take me home tonight. This is the movie that doesn't feature that song. Yeah, it's Topher Grace, Anna Faris, Dan Fogler. Takes place in the 80s. They're college students that are doing cocaine. And you know what? It's called Take Me Home Tonight. They couldn't get the rights to this song, so it's not in the movie, but it's in the trailer. So, yeah, fun story. That's a fine movie. I think it's pretty funny.
We are young.
You didn't even know it was a thing.
Nope.
I've seen it maybe 3 times.
I don't want that movie.
Next up, this is an upgrade we had on DVD. I love this movie from your boy, Sean Anders. You hate it. I think it's hilarious. This is That's My Boy, Andy Samberg. I mean, and Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler.
And now a digital short from Adam Sandberg and Andy Sandler. I watched that video today where they rip on this.
Nice. And
Eat those.
I think it's hilarious. Donnie Burger and Han Solo Burger. It's the coolest fucking name.
My name's not Ted Peterson. It's Han Solo. Named after the man who made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. And I am a burger, like my father before me.
I love this movie. It has like a 4% Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody hates it.
Yeah, it's
I think it's
awful.
hilarious. Next up, this is one I've wanted to see for a long time because it's the only Brad Bird directed movie I haven't seen. It's directed by Brad Bird, who did The Incredibles, and he also directed Rogue Nation. It's Tomorrowland with George Clooney. Didn't do well critically or financially.
I heard it was fantastic from Ken.
I've always wanted to see it. I think the biggest issue I've heard with it is who's it for? Because kids aren't interested in it. Parents aren't really interested in it. It's based on a ride from Disneyland that nobody really remembers. Or it's based on, the part of the...
Epcot.
the thing where you sit and it spins and it shows you the different worlds? Yeah, it's based on, like, stuff like that. And so it's just kind of like, who's it for? But I've always had an interest, so...
So next up is Jonah Hex featuring Wednesday Addams. It's True Grit featuring Jeff Bridges with an eye patch.
Matt Damon, Josh
Josh
and that's
Wednesday Addams.
Haley Steinfeld. She's in Bumblebee. Yeah.
Boss.
Oh.
What? Did you think I didn't know
this is
the
one of
name?
my favorite westerns
the
ever.
Coens?
I first saw it in a movie class I had in high school, and I bloody loved it. Written and directed by the Coen brothers. I've seen most of their movies. There's a few I haven't seen. There's one in my Netflix
What's your
list
favorite
right now.
I'm not doing that again.
There's one on my Netflix list right now that I still have to get to, but I really like the Coen brothers. But yeah, True Grit, it's amazing. And I'll never, ever, ever watch the original with John Wayne. Because one, fuck John Wayne. He's not that good of an actor. And why is he a tough guy? He's not. 2,
He's short.
this movie is so good. Like, so good. Oh, great.
The next one here. The next one here, one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, and it's not actually true because I've never seen this yet, but I just know I can do the voice, and I wanted to do that voice because I thought you'd finally get a little kick out of that, and you knew what I was doing right.
Mama said.
My mama said, I don't know if I'm doing it loud enough, but I can't really do it any volume higher than this, so I'll change it. So I'm gonna
You
keep it
kind of sound...
like Pauly Shore.
No.
My mama said. I started. I was like, I know this is the voice, but I also don't think I have the voice right. It's Adam Sandler in The Waterboy, second Adam Sandler movie of this collection. Third already? Oh, that's
Billy
right,
Madison, That's My Boy.
That's not a movie. That's just
That's
just garbage.
So funny.
It's outlandish.
Milo
It's
Ventimiglia
wild,
is in That's My Boy, and he's in Rocky 6. I really like The Waterboy. I think it's hilarious. Vicky Valentine. And Big Show. He's in this.
Yeah, Captain Encino. Who do I sound like?
What I was going to say, this popped in my head. Kerslake and Nicole Jones, you both said you liked The Fifth Element a lot. I think I have to watch it a second time because I don't understand it. Ruby Rod, Chris Tucker's character.
Why are we talking about this
How do
now?
you feel?
Why are we not talking
It
about
just popped
Waterboy?
into my head. How do you feel about Ruby Rod? That's Chris Tucker's character. I hated him. It's awful. And then he's just in the third act for no reason. Last movie in the update. And I just watched this last week. It's not very good. This is What Men Want. Taraji P. Henson and Tracy Morgan. And I wanted to see this in theaters because I have a passing interest in What Men Want. Because I saw it on TNT back in the day.
What women want.
No, What Women Want, sorry. The scene I remember the most is where Mel Gibson waxes his leg.
And 1, 2, 3.
And screams.
This is a very famous scene.
Yeah. This was dumb. This was so dumb. There was maybe 1 or 2 real chuckles in this where I legit laughed. Otherwise, this was so dumb. I understand why it got bad reviews.
What does she drink? Like Red Bull and vodka or
So
something?
she drinks a fucking... It's ecstasy. It's ecstasy.
That's right.
That was my joke.
Yeah.
Ecstasy. If you have tea with ecstasy in it, it's ecstasy. You get it? Break it in half for.
So, that's the end of the update. Hey, so, we got some digital codes to give away, and we're going to read them out. How do we do this? I think I usually hold them and you just read them.
Cold Pursuit. Fighting with My Family. Forrest Gump. Godzilla 98. Happy Death Day to you. Oh my goodness! And Happy Death Day comes with the Universal Code. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. The Lego Movie 2. RoboCop 14. I wanted to ask about this. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Does this still work? I don't know. So let us know if this one still works. It expired in 2017. People always say they still work. But, I don't know about this one, so let me know. The SpongeBob movie 2. And What Men Want.
Cool. As always, I've been Lexstyle. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightaGTsJerk, on Stardust at Lexstyle, and you can go to twitch.tv/Lexstyle with 2 L's and watch me stream sometimes.
And your Twitter?
Twitter at IdiotDoll, coming back within like 20 days or something.
Nice. I'm at BetTracy01 on everything. Check out my Stardust.
Before we do our channel outro, I just thought this would be cool because I got the notification today. I wanted to welcome Jerry Skids to the channel, new subscriber.
Oh, nice.
I got it today, so I was like, oh, let's call him out.
Cool.
So we also have to wait for entries.
Yeah.
But we get them before entries sometimes. So, welcome, Jerry Skids. You can follow us on everything at Punk Rock Blues. You can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues.
Nice. We're out of here. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Burger Boys are back, bitches! Sweater!